Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's
Sir,
start.
I had a question.
Yeah,
The people who registered for the exam,
yeah.
do you have any idea when we'll get our registration, like that form and all?
So exam is on 26th of October. So this you're talking about the admit card.
I mean, sir, see, we've given for the exam, but then they have to send us like a registration thing or something, right? Like for
Yeah,
confirming our details are correct.
yeah. That thing. I think they will be sending you just before 15 to 20 days before the exam.
Okay.
Okay. So I think now we can. Most of you have joined. We can now proceed to our today's session, problem solving session for week 6 in sustainable architecture course. And I, Sudhir Kumar Gupta, will be taking the course. And here we will be practicing some of the sample problems and some of the previous year questions. And then we will be discussing it in detail one by one. So let's start with the problems. Let's start with first of all the previous year problems that was that was given in the previous year assignment question for week 6, and let's see how far you people are able to complete this and able to answer the questions. So first question, all of you try to read and answer, give your answer. First question is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so all of you try to give answer to the first question. Calculate the FTE, full time equivalent, for the 20 part time employees in the office who could work 4 hours per day for 5 days a week.
Option B.
Okay, one. Let's wait others also to uh, give their answers.
Full time day is 8 hours.
Yeah, from the definition of full time, it was 5 days a week and 8 hours per day. Let me admit some. So unmute yourself. I think there is some noise somewhere.
Okay, it is 10.
Shashidhar, unmute yourself. I think there is much noise coming. Okay, fine. So till now nobody has answered in the chat box. All of you try read this question carefully and give your final answer in the chat box for the first question of today's session. So this thing, I think most of you have now answered, and Suraj ji has answered 10. What about others? Question is not clear to all of you, or do you have some sort of query you can ask here?
Can you explain it?
Okay, so I will be explaining it. The correct answer for this question is 10, whatever is mentioned by Saraj ji. So when if you have done the assignment questions also, so in the FTE calculation, it was shown that a person who is working a full-time employment or the full-time equivalent, it will be considered only if it is working 5 days a week, and if he is working 8 hours per day. So if you are doing for this problem, if you are calculating for this problem, so there are 20 part-time employees, means they are not working for a whole days, or they are not working for how many hours it was dedicated. So if you are calculating how much was the full-time equivalent, then you have to multiply 20 with how many number of hours they are working, 4 hours. But what is the criteria for full time? To be full time, they working, they should have worked for 8 hours per day, but they are working 4 hours per day. So it means it is coming out to be 50% of the full time equivalent of the full time equivalent. So again, you have to also consider how many days they are coming. The part time employees are coming for work. So if they are coming for 5 days a week, so the for the full-time employee equivalent, or full-time employee, you can say, for full-time employee they are used to come for 5 days, and the part-time employees, they are also coming for the 5 days. So number of days are equal for both of them. Only the difference is the part-time students, they are working 4 hours a day, and the full-time students, they are working 8 hours a day. So if you will try to calculate the full-time equivalent for this one, then you will be getting 10. That is, although the 20 part-time employees are coming, but they are working equivalent to 10 full-time employees. It is clear? Is it clear to all of you now?
Yes, sir.
So how this 10 is coming? So let's modify to the similar question and see how many of you are able to answer. So what will be the what will be the full-time equivalent if 30 employees are coming there to work, and they are working 2 hours per day, and also they are coming for one day? 30 employees, let me write the question here. 30 part-time employees, they are working for 2 hours per day, let's say 2 hours, and they are coming for one day only. So what will be the equivalent of full-time if you are trying to calculate?
7.5.
So two of you are answering 1.5. It's just similar calculation you have to perform and revise the concept that I have just shared with you. Suraj is writing. So all of you try to give answer to this question that I have just framed in front of you all, to see how far you have understood the concept that we have just discussed. If there would have been 30 part-time employees who are working 2 hours per day, and they are coming only for one day. The question is very clear, I think. So what will be the full time equivalent for this particular problem?
Okay, 1.5.
So all of you getting 1.5, because
So,
if when you will be multiplying 30 in the similar fashion, then you will be getting they are working for 2 hours but they could have worked for 8 hours like full time employees. Similarly, they are working for only one day out of the 5 working days. So when you will be calculating this one, then you will be easily getting 1.5. Is it clear now? If everybody is okay with the concept,
yes, sir.
Yes.
okay, then we can move to the second question that was asked in the previous year, and let's try to give answer to this question also. So all of you try to be active and give the answer to this question, question number second, that was asked in the previous year.
Answer C.
Okay, let's other also give their answer in the chat box.
It's A and C.
It's multiple answer, so A and C, one of you are saying. So if everybody has answered, yeah, most of you are saying A and C only. So let me disclose the answer, and the correct answer for this is A and C. Which of the following is not the true dry composite toilets? Then the answer will be no water consumed at all for flushing. That will be called. Also, if you have seen the images that was also given to your assignment, then the dry waste from these toilets is used for gardening as a manure. That also is discussed. So if everybody is okay with A and C, then we can move to the third question. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here is the third question for you all. Try to give answer to this third question.
Option C.
Okay, let others also answer. All of you answer in the chat box. So these questions are directly picked from previous year questions. So these questions you should be able to answer. So let me see how many of you have answered to this question number 3. Okay. So all of you have almost answered, and all of you have answered the option C only, and the C will be the right answer for this question. Artificial recharge, that it refers to the transfer of surface water to the aquifers by human interference. And also if you will be knowing that artificial recharge involves the deliberate introduction of surface water into groundwater aquifers to replenish groundwater levels, often through methods like infiltration basin or injection wells that we have studied. Let's move to the next question, that is question number 4. So here is question number 4 for all of you. All of you try to read the question and give their answer in the chat box.
A.
to join. So all of you who have joined, they mark their attendance, and the rest of people they can after marking the attendance they can try to give answer to this question. That is question number 4th. So what is the right answer for this question number 4?
Option A.
Yeah, it is option A. That is step well for water collection and reuse. And this Chandboli is a historic step well in Rajasthan. That was example of this one was given. That was designed for water collection and storage, which also serves as a social gathering place. So let's move to the next question. Question number 5. Here is question number 5 for all of you. So this also you all of you can calculate.
So there is no formula mentioned in the present lecture presentation about this.
Yeah. So
So 448 liters per day.
okay.
Yeah, it's
Option B.
448.
So what? Let me take one of the query that was there. What was your question?
Like formula for this calculation, sir.
Yeah, it was mentioned for in the lecture videos, and it was also I think it was also asked in the assignment question if I am not wrong.
Yes, sir. It is asked.
So you have not submitted the assignment.
I've submitted, sir. Like uh, I'm not getting the formula.
Okay. So can anybody write the formula in the chat box for calculation of water consumption for the following scenario? So let me write the formula for you here. It is just the multiplication of square meter area, lawn area, and which is multiplied by your plant factor PF, and then it is multiplied by your that transpiration ETO, and then it is divided by the irrigation efficiency. I hope you are able to recall the formula. Is it clear now?
Sir, you have to multiply it into 1000 as well.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was missing because it will be coming in some other units, meter cube something. So here you will be when we will be multiplying by 1000, then you will be getting 448. Otherwise you will be getting 0.448. That's right. So is it clear now?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay. Then let's try to find out one more problem based on the same concept. So what will be the required water consumption rate when the irrigation efficiency will be zero point 0.5? Try to give answer to this question also, or all of you give your answer in the chat box. Let's see. When the irrigation efficiency will be zero point 0.5, then what will be the required consumption?
560.
560.
So all of you are getting the same answer, 560 LPD. file is getting full. Gotcha, full. That is for previous question. Okay, then I think now we all have revised both of the numerical problems. So we can move to the next question. That is question number 6. Here is question number 6 for all of you. And someone again wants to join. Let me admit. So try to join within 15 minutes, as I have stated earlier also. It is very difficult to allow all of you one by one. Okay. So here is question number 6 for the day. Try to give answer to this question number 6 also.
Where is it? A?
Let all of you give the answer, then I will be discussing about the answer. So let's see how many of you have given an answer. Okay, so it is clear to most of you. So Elena earlier she said D. So only except Elena, everyone is fine with option A. Minimizing the native trees and species will help in. So this particular question, if you will go, then you will find whenever you will be minimizing maximizing the native trees or species, that will be helping you for reducing the water demand for irrigation. Like the examples of some of the trees of Rajasthan, it was a cactus tree or the plantation of those areas were given, like the tree accordingly, the shapes of the tree leaves will be there, whether they are in the cold climate condition or they are in the warm climate conditions. So when you will be maximizing the needs for the or maximizing the native trees, that will be helping you in reducing the demand for irrigation. It is the right answer, option A. Whoever have answered, native trees and species are naturally adapted, so the local climate and typically require less water, reducing the overall demand for irrigation and landscaping. So most of you have answered it correctly. So let's try to answer to next question, our question number 7. If it is clear to all of you, then we can move to the question number 7. Can we move?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here is question number 7 for the day.
Option D.
So let me get the answers of all the participants. So let's see how many of you have answered this question. Question number 7. So all of you have answered D only, and D is the right answer for this question. Question number 7, that is RBBR, revolving bed batch reactors, which is also referred as revolving bed batch reactors. It is not a treatment technology used in the sewage plant or rest other whatever is described, that is MDR, MDBR, SBR. They are well established process used in the modern STPs. Okay, so all of you are absolutely right. Let's move to the next question. Question
This
number,
RBBR is not mentioned in the class, isn't it?
yes, yes, and rest is mentioned.
Yes.
Okay, so here is question number 8 for all of you.
Primary.
Option A.
All of you give your answer in the chat box. Okay, so it is well clear that option A, primary plant treatment, is the right answer for this question. And for at this stage, the raw sewage is screened to remove floating debris, insoluble impurities such as plastic bags, leaves, twigs, and papers, etc. So let's move to the next question. Question number 9. So try to give answer to this question also. Question number 9. Someone of you wants to join. Question number 9 is visible to all of you.
Yes.
Okay. Then all of you try to give answer to this question in the chat box. And if in any of the question you are facing any sort of difficulty, then we can discuss it, or then we or else we can practice more and more question if it is clear to all of you. So let's see how many of you have answered to this question. Question number 9. What is the right answer for this question number 9? The sizing of STP and the water reuse strategies should be made such that the excess treated water discharged from the site should be minimized as much as possible. Is it true or false?
True, sir.
So this is true, and the statement is very clear that minimizing the discharge of excess treated water promotes water conservation and maximizes the use of treated water within the project, aligning with the sustainable water management practices. So it is the answer is true. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, then let's move to the next question, question number 10. And this was also asked in the previous year questions. Try to give, all of you try to give answer to this question also. After that, we will be practicing some of the simple questions for week 6. And there are around 50 simple questions. So that we will be doing rapidly. So question is clear to all of you? A project has 100 liters per day of grey water generation and 50 liters per day of black water generation, and the project has installed an STP of capacity 150 liters per day, which can treat both black water and grey water to primary treatment, which can be used for flushing and landscaping. The project does not have any landscaping and no water is needed for irrigation. So can the project claim 100% of the water waste treatment in the project shall be reused within the project? So this is based on the last water balance sheet that was discussed. So all of you try to give your answers. It is true or false the claim that was made that the 100% of the wastewater treated in the project shall be reused within the project. Is it correct or not wrong?
No. Option B.
So most of you have answered option B for this question. Let me see. Let me wait for others also to give answer.
Sir, can you explain?
Yeah, let others also give their answer. Yeah, Sarajji has also given answer option B only. So if you will be looking to this, then you will find in the statement that was given in the question, the project does not require any water for landscaping and treated water is only used for flushing. The project cannot claim 100% of the treated water waste water is reused, as there will be excess treated water with no defined reuse purpose. It is here in the explanation.
Yeah.
Is it
Okay.
clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to all of you? So, is it clear to all of you?
Yes.
Okay. So this was for the from the previous year questions. I think all of you have given answer to these questions and we have discussed it also. Now let's move to the sample problems of week 6, and here are the sample problem questions for week 6. There are around 50 questions that we will be practicing today. here is the list of those questions, and we will be doing these questions very fast with discussion. So here is the first question for all of you, that is based on the lecture 26 water conservation 1. So try to give answer to this question.
B. Reduce.
A, B, and D.
So it is asking about the first step.
Option B.
Okay, B. So it is very straightforward question. So first step in the 3 hours approach is to reduce our
Reduce.
consumption. It is clear. So I
Reduce.
think it doesn't require much of the explanation. Is very clear to all of you. Let's move to the next question. Here is question number second for all of you. What is the primary goal of water efficiency in buildings? Now we will be doing the questions very fast, so try to be alert. So what will the right answer for this question? Question number second of the sample problem.
D.
What is the right answer for this question? Second question. Yeah, all of you have answered D. Okay, fine. So D is the right answer for this one. That is to reduce the burden on municipal water supply and treatment. Also, whenever you will be doing or you the primary or you will be discussing about the primary goal of water efficiency, then it is whenever you will be reducing the quantity of water needed for you, that will be helping you to save water, as well as it will be reducing the burden on the municipal water supply and treatment. So all of you have given the right answer. Let's move to the third question, question number 3. So it is true false kind of question. Try to give answer to this question. Question number 3. Dry compositing toilets do not require any water for flushing. Is it true or false?
True.
So all of you are answering A. Yeah, it is first option A is correct. It is true that the dry composting toilet, they are designed to compost waste without the use of water and making them highly efficient. So all of you are correct. Let's move to the next question, question number 4. Here is question number 4 for all of you. So try to give answer to this question number 4 also.
E.
Someone wants to join. So all of you are giving answer B, I think. What type of material do waterless urinal use to capture urine and keep the urinal odor free? So it is option B, gel-like material or oil-like material, you can say. So I think it is very clear. Apart from the options that water or paper or soap solution that was given, B is the most correct answer, most suitable answer for this question. Let's move to the question 5. Here is question number 5 for all of you. So this is, let's make it clear from now, and this particular question is based on the slide number 12. that was discussed in the our previous this session. I will be mentioning the slide number also from the subsequent this like subsequent questions, so that if anybody is having any sort of doubt, they can refer to those slides. Or if anybody is having any doubt, then I will be disclosing the slide number from which it has been asked. And if everybody is fine with the answers, then I think discussing about the slide number is not good. Okay, so this is slide number 12. What is the purpose of installing flow aerators in the low flow fixtures? All of you try to give answer in 1 seconds. So I think this time the lectures were very clear and all of you have understood very well. So all of you are right. These aerators in the low flow fixtures, they are used to mix air with water and reducing the water consumption, which is mentioned in option B. And at the same time, you can also know that it is help in maintaining the same pressure but reducing the amount of water consumed, thereby creating a low flow fixtures. It is fine. So can we move to the next question? Question number 6. Everybody is fine with option A?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here is question number 6.
B.
So B is the right answer for this question. The baseline criteria for conventional water closet in India specifies that it consumes around 6 liters per flush during the full flush. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then let's move to the seventh question. Here is the seventh question for all of you. Automatic facade sensors helps in conserving water by automating the flush process and preventing the unnecessary water use. Is it true or false?
True.
Is it true or false? Let me see who are answering.
True.
So don't write A or B for the true false questions. Try to write true or false. Is it clear? Okay. So then give the answer of this question also. Question number 7. Is it true or false?
True.
It is true that automatic bucket sensors help in conserving water by automating the flushing process and preventing the unnecessary water use. Then let's move to the next question, question number 8, and try to answer what is the primary benefit of installing flow aerators.
B.
B, as it was discussed in the previous question also, B is the right answer, and you should be knowing the function of flow aerator, that it mixes with water. It was discussed and maintains water, same water pressure you can say, and reducing the water flow rate. So B is the right answer for this one. Let's move to the next question, question number 9. Here is question number 9. So what does FTE stands for?
Full-time equivalent.
Full-time equivalent, that was also discussed in one of the assignment question. FT, full-time equivalent. So is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then
Yes,
here
sir.
is the 10th question for all of you, and this question is from slide number 24 of first lecture.
Option yes, sir.
So option A is the right answer for this one. Water metering allows allows for continuous monitoring and evaluation of water usages, as all of you know, and which will be helping in detecting the leakages and areas of inefficiency, and it will be enabling timely maintenance and adjustment. Overall, it will be helping you uh, to tackle or to sort out the problems of inefficient uses in the water supply system. So this is true. So let's move to the question number 11, that is based on the lecture 27 of water conservation for week 6. Here is question number 11 in front of you all. Which of the following is not a method for which is the not method for reducing water consumption? So try to give answer to question number 11.
Yeah.
लाइट कलर है
So most of you are now giving the multiple answers and giving the wrong answers also. So this question I don't think it is much difficult. It is just based on the concept that you have understood.
Option B, sir.
So option B is not the right answer. Sharad ji and Hema, both of you have given the right answer. That is rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting in this particular question is the right answer, because that the question it is asked, which is not a method of reducing water consumption. So whenever you will be using low flow fixtures or the low flush fixtures or zero water consumption, all will be reducing your consumption only. But the rainwater harvesting, it is a strategy of collecting and using rainwater, not directly reducing the water consumption. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then let's move to the next question. Question number 12. Here is question number 12 for all of you. What is the primary purpose of rainwater harvesting? Now, this one you can answer.
Option B.
B.
Okay. So, all of you have given the answer, and all of you have given the answer B only. So, there is no more doubt about that. B is the right answer for this question. That is, the rainwater harvesting helps us to replenish the groundwater acquires, particularly in areas where groundwater levels have been depleted. So let's move to the next question, question number 13 of the day. Here is question number 13.
False.
Traditional practices in rainwater harvesting is a new concept that has only been implemented in recent years.
False.
Okay. So in the lectures also, many of the examples of the traditional rainwater harvesting systems were given to you, like johars or tanks that have been used for centuries, particularly in the areas like Rajasthan. So it is not the practices that has been implemented in the recent years. So all of you are absolutely right. False is the right answer for this question. Let's move to the next question, question number 14.
Mr. Sudhir,
Yes.
this in this question, what you are telling is a traditional practice. When the traditional practice is already mentioned, it is contradicting the new concept as a
Hmm.
as a analysis of the wording.
Hmm.
So when it is a traditional, definitely it is not a new concept. So automatically it is false.
Yeah. So
So
it has been replaced from the years, hundreds of years. So definitely
yes,
it is false. This is fine. Let's move to the next question. Question number 14. Here is question number 14. What determines the complexity of the filtration system in the water treatment setup?
Complexity.
So, what will be the which type of water treatment setup you will be choosing, or which type of filtration system is good? Is this decision is taken based on which parameter?
Option B.
So, all the options, I think it is visible to all of you. Availability of natural groundwater, the quality of water required for the intended use, and the size of the overhead tank, type of the soil in the area. So, which filtration system is beneficial? Let's see how many of you have answered. Yeah, so all of you have given the right answer. It is option B. That is the quality of water that we are required for our intended use. Based on that, which kind of water treatment setup we will be installing, it is dependent whether it is potable water or non-potable water, or for what purpose we are using it. So I think it is very clear to all of you. Let's move to the question 15. Here is question number 15. Which of the following components is typically involved in the pre-treatment phase of water management? Desalination plant, collection pond and pump. It is that we are talking about the pre-treatment phase of water management. So let's see, this is also very clear question, and all of you have given the right answer. That is, the pre-treatment involves the collecting the water in a pond or using a pump to move it into a filtration system before storage. So option D is the right answer. Let's move to the next question. Question number 16. Here is question number 16 for all of you. Which method is mentioned? Which method is not mentioned as a way to recharge groundwater out of these four methods?
Option C.
So all of you try to just read these questions and all the options and give your answer in the chat box.
C, sir. All answered.
Okay, so all of you have already answered. C is the right answer for this question. That is, this desalination plant, they are used to convert the seawater into the fresh water, but they are not referred as a method of recharging groundwater out of all the four options. So let's move to the next question. Question number 17. Here is question number 17. What is the primary reason for monitoring and maintaining artificial recharge structures? These artificial recharge structures that are done to increase the soil fertility, to ensure effective water percolation and prevent clogging, or to promote plant growth, or to prevent soil erosion. answered B only. This is fine. So for this question, B is the right answer. That is the regular monitoring and maintenance of artificial recharge structures are required to prevent clogging of filtration media and to ensure effective water percolation. And this is based on the slide 18 of this week 2 lecture. So second lecture of week 6 that you can refer. So here is question number 18 for all of you. Try to give answer to this question also. In the groundwater recharge, a confined aquifers is directly connected to surface soil, allowing contaminants to easily reach it. So try to give answer to this question also, question number 18. So Emma is mentioning true. Others give your answers B. So option B false is the right answer for this question. Whenever you will be discussing about the confined aquifers, then you will be knowing that it is separated from the soil, surface soil by impermeable layers. That will be making it less susceptible to the contamination compared to the unconfined aquifers. So the answer B is the right answer. Is it clear to all of you? Question 18.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then let's move to the next question. Question number 19. So this question number 19 is there for all in front of you all. This question number 19 is from the slide number 22 of week 6, lecture number 2. Recharge pits and trenches are available in areas with clay soil because clay allows water to percolate quickly.
Oh,
So is it correct or false?
False.
Option B false.
So it is the correct answer for this question is false. That is the recharge pits and trenches are not advisable in the areas with clay soils because whatever it is written that the clay soil allows water to percolate quickly, it is absolutely wrong. The clay allows the water to percolate slowly and making it ineffective for rapid groundwater recharge. So I think it is very clear now. False will be the right answer for question 19. So can we move to the next question, question number 20?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here is question number 20. Try to give answer to this question. Pressurization in the water system is required for both pumping water to an overhead tank and recharging underground aquifers. So try to give answer to this question. 16 people. So all the 16 people whoever have joined, they have marked. I think they have marked their attendance in the chat box. So all of you are mentioning option A. So I think it is clear to all of you. It is true. The pressurization in the water system is helpful for both pumping water to the overhead tank and recharging the groundwater aquifers also. So this statement is absolutely correct. So let's move to the next question, question number 22. 21 it is. So try to give answer to this question, question number 21. So this is the last question from the lecture 2 of week 6 and it is taken from the last slide. This is also a very straightforward question. I think no one, many of you will be able to give answer to this question.
हाँ प्रभु जी। हाँ मैं आता हूँ थोड़ी देर में।
Okay, so I think it is also very clear that the relationship is directly whenever there will be the size of the tank will be more, then the number of months the rainwater can supply water in demand will be higher. It is true. So let's move to the next question. That is question number 22, and the questions from now will be based on the lecture 28 of water conservation. So here is question number 22. What is the primary benefit of using drip irrigation in sustainable landscaping system? Option A reduces the soil erosion. Option B minimizes the soil loss through evaporation. C increases the plant growth rate and D improves soil fertility.
Option B, sir.
So option B. Let's see how many of you have answered option B. Okay, so most of you have already answered. This is the option B is the right answer for this one. It minimizes the water loss through evaporation. And if you are talking about the drip irrigation, then you will be knowing that the drip irrigation delivers water directly to the roots of the plants through small perforated pipelines buried near the surface. And it will be helping you to reduce the water loss through evaporation. That is the option B. That is why it is the correct answer. And this system is highly efficient in conserving water, making it ideal for sustainable landscaping as it was stated in the question. So, is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then let's move to the question 23. Here is question number 23 for all of you. Which type of plant species should be prioritized for planting in a sustainable landscape to minimize water demand?
Native.
Option C.
Native.
Okay, so as it was discussed, native plants are well adapted to local climate and soil conditions, requiring less water and maintenance compared to the non-native species. So overall, that will be ideal for reducing the water demand in sustainable landscapes. So option C is the right answer. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here's question number 24 for all of you who have finished it. What is the xeriscaping and how it contribute to the water conservation?
Option B.
Option B.
B. So two of you are very clear about this concept. You are able to answer the question first. Let's wait for others also to this. So others also answering B. Okay, so B is the right answer for this question. Terracescaping is a landscape technique that involves selecting plants and designing irrigation strategies in such a way that regular watering becomes unnecessarily. So this method is highly effective in conserving water, especially in the arid regions. So I think it is clear. Can we move to the next question? Question number 25.
Yes, sir.
Here is question number 25. Which irrigation system has highest efficiency of water conservation out of these four? Which irrigation system has highest efficiency for water conservation?
Drip irrigation.
Option D.
D. All answers, sir.
Whether it is D or B, Saraj is answering B. So D is the right answer for this question. It is the drip irrigation. So can anybody tell me what is the approximate efficiency of this drip irrigation? Can you give some
95%.
can you give some ballpark number for this question? What is the expected or approximate efficiency of drip irrigation as it is the most highly efficient water conservation?
95%.
90%.
Yeah, it is 90%, around 90%. That's why it is referred to be as the most efficient irrigation system compared to the sprinkler, surface irrigations, and other that we have discussed. So these you will be finding in the slide number 12 of the big this lecture 3. In the slide 12 we will be finding this comparison. Let's move to the next question, question number 26. Here is question number 26 for all of you.
False.
Okay, based on our previous discussion, question you can easily answer that this technique is mainly designed to minimize the water losses by delivering water directly to the plant roots, which significantly reduces the evaporation losses. So the statement is incorrect. So let's move to the next question, question number 27. This also I think you will be able to give answer. Here is question number 27.
False.
False.
So Surekha wants to join. So whoever have joined later in the class, they can mark their attendance, and I request all of you to join within 15 minutes of the session, since the times of the session is already declared, and this it is told in the session that the timings will be every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So kindly keep your slots free for that timing, and try to join so that you will be also actively participating in the session, and this problem solving session and discussion, and will be getting benefited for your exam. So let's move to the next questions for others. So meanwhile, who has joined later, they can mark their attendance, and let's discuss the question number 27. I think it is clear most of you have answered false to this question. That is, the Jerry scraping is a landscape method that eliminates the need for regular irrigation by carefully selecting the drought resistant plant and designing efficient irrigation system. That's why it is a statement that is telling that it requires the use of regular involvers to maintain regular irrigation to maintain plant health. It is wrong. So let's move to the next question, question number 28, that is in front of you all. So try to give answer to this question, all of you. Let's see how many of you are able to recall. This is based on the slide number 13 of the uh, week 6 lecture 3. Try to recall that ballpark number according to the green building rating system, what is the primary requirement for reducing potable water consumption for irrigation? Whether it is 20% from the calculated baseline or 30% or 50% from the calculated midsummer baseline. Try to give a single answer to this question in the chat box. See. So I think it is clear from the slide. You can also refer to the slide 13. Then you will be getting that according to the green building rating systems, they require reduction of potable water consumption for irrigation by 50% from the calculated midsummer baseline, which is the peak in hot and dry season. So this question number 28 is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so option C is the right answer. Let's move to the next question, question number 29. Here is question number 29 for all of you. Which of the following strategies is not mentioned for reducing irrigation water requirement? Selection of drought tolerant plant species, use of captured rainwater, use of synthetic fertilizers, use of recycled wastewater.
Option C.
Okay, so most of you have I think already answered, and it is very clear from the out of the options that were given to you. All the other practices they are used for irrigation, reducing the irrigation water requirement, and the strategies that were mentioned for reducing the irrigation water requirement include the selection of plant species, use of captured water, or use of recycled wastewater. Synthetic fertilizers are not mentioned in context of reducing the irrigation for water requirements. So out of the four options, you can easily point it out. So let's move to the next question, question number 30. Here is question number 30 for all of you. Which of the following which document provides information on native plant species from the
Option
different
C.
agroclimate zones in India? So this you
Option
can
C.
for this you can refer to the slide number 14 of lecture 3 of week 6. One book was discussed, or one guidebook was discussed, you can say. So it is very clear that option C is the right answer. Option C, that is the Botanical Survey of India guidebooks. That was that book was published that also classifies the different plant species for various agroclimate zones. So is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's move to the next question, question 31. Here is question 31. How do native plant species benefit the environment? If we will talk about the environment, how they are benefiting it, native plant species. Earlier we have discussed about native plant. They are helping in the maintaining the irrigation level, water level. So all of you try to give your answers. It's question number 31. of you have mentioned option C, and C is the right answer for this question. All of you know very well that native plant species they will be attracting the wildlife and require fewer fertilizers and pesticides that will be overall helping you to reduce the water quality degradation. So let's move to the next question, that is question number 32. Here is question number 32 for all of you. Why it is important to consider the shadow pattern of surrounding buildings when planning landscaping? What is just the role shadow pattern perform? So whoever has doubt, they can refer to the question number, the slide number 20 also for this question. And rest of you, first of all, try to give answer.
Sir, not able to read the question. Can you maximize the screen?
Okay, that's why I put only one question, but I think now I can maximize it also so that it will be beneficial. Now it is visible size.
Yes.
Okay. So try to give answer why it is important to consider shadow pattern for surrounding buildings when planning landscaping. So most of you have answered B only. So this shadow pattern, as you all know, the shadow pattern will be helping you to ensure plants receive more or enough sunlight, which is crucial for their growth. That's why option B is the right answer. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then let's move to the next question. Question number 33. Here is question number 33. Try to give answer to this question also. And that I think we have discussed in the initial classes. If you were there, then you will be able to answer.
Option B.
Yeah, so this formula we have discussed in the initial class. So option B is the right answer for this one. And the factor that it was also discussed with 1,000 to be multiplied or not multiplied. So this depends upon the unit that you are considering. If you are considering meter cube, or you are considering in liter per hour, that liter per day or liter, then the factor 1,000 to be multiplied accordingly. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So whatever the in whichever unit the answer is asked, based on that you can give whether the factor 1,000 to be multiplied in the equation or not. So let's move to the question 34. Pardon me. Here is question number 34, and here you can answer and recall the plant factor for lawns. What was mentioned out of this four: 0.1, 0.2, 0.56, and 0.75.
Option C. 0.56.
So one numerical that we have performed in the initial session or initial in this session. So there also one example was given where the plant factor was written for this lawn sizes. So it is clear that it is 0.56 plant factor and what does it indicate? The plant factor of 0.56 or higher than zero point 0.5, it is indicating that the higher water requirement compared to the other plant types. So
Yes, sir.
okay, so this is also this one type of question can also be asked. What does the higher plant factor signify? So that also you should know. So I think now it is clear. Let's move to the next question. Question number 35. Here is question number 35. Try to give answer to this question. Why it is important to prepare a detailed landscape plan at the beginning of the project?
C.
Sir, is it a multi-answer question, sir?
No, no,
Because
no.
option A also
You
can
have to
go
choose
with the
the most
answer.
appropriate answer. It is not multiple choice or multiple answers. So out of four, which you think to be the most suitable answer? So this landscaping plan is not only done for ensuring the plant spacing, but there may be some more benefits of that. Let's see how far you are correct. So all of you are fine with option C.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is the this landscaping is performed in order to reflect the calculations and the plan for the rainwater harvesting and irrigation systems that to be implemented, and the rainwater harvesting and irrigation systems perform properly. That's why it is planned. So can we move to the next question, question number 36? If everybody is fine with the answer option C, then we can move to the next question, question number 36. Fine.
Fine, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So here is question 36. So that also you can easily answer, I think. So that relationship is very very important. And several
Option C.
several questions can be formed from that relationship. That which are the factors or which are the parameters that affect the irrigation of water saving calculation. You can say okay. So it is very clear that soil type is not considered while calculating the irrigation water savings, and other factors like the evapotranspiration rate, canopy rate, area or plant factor, these were multiplied, as well as another factor was there. Can anybody recall? Apart from these three, one more factor was considered in calculation of irrigation water saving. What was that?
Irrigation system efficiency.
Yeah, irrigation efficiency was also there. So irrigation that irrigation efficiency was directly proportional or inversely proportional.
Inversely.
Inversely.
Yeah, that can be seen from the relationship also, that can be understood from the concept also. Whenever there will be better irrigation efficiency, then there will be savings. Okay.
Sir, could you please show the 35th question, sir?
Sir, I have a doubt in statistics question.
Yeah.
Like soil type means this hard soil, clay and all will tighten the, like, they won't percolate water into the deep side, right? Like they'll store the water, so irrigation is less now.
But how you can that how you can employ those factors in the calculation, means how much directly, that to be directly in the relationship, how much your soil is clay, or what is the water already has been absorbed in your soil. So how to accommodate that particular factor in that.
The percolation rate to side.
So that can for that, if you want to go in detail in depth, then the
Hello.
proper relationship can be formed for each of these
Hello, sir.
percolation that you are talking about, or what is the content of the soil, what is the percentage of each material in the soil. Based on that, what will be the irrigation rate, that can be done separately. But if you are talking just the basics of calculating the irrigation water savings, then I think employing this soil type, and it cannot be employed directly in the calculation, like you're just multiplying the area and multiplying the plant factor. This cannot be employed in that relationship directly, I mean to say.
Okay,
Undoubtedly,
sir.
yeah, I understand it. Undoubtedly, it is there. This also is one of the factors that affect, or that may be responsible for the reason for this irrigation water saving, but it is not directly that accommodated in the relationship for calculation, because there are several other factors again that will be responsible for this, and there is no direct relationship that I was talking about. Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So let's move.
Sir, could you please show the 35th question once, sir?
Yeah, sure. Here is 35th question.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So here is question number 37. So all of you try to give answer to this question number 37. That is, the evapotranspiration rate depends on the climate, soil, and climatic factors. Is it true?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it will be dependent on these factors. So this is completely correct. So let's move to the next question, question number 38. Here is question number 38 for all of you. Try to give answer to this question also. So plant factor is a fixed value for all the plants species. Is it true or false? Is it true or false?
False.
So Elena is saying false. Kyle is saying true. What about others? It is clear. The question is clear, I think.
It's true, sir, I think.
Okay, so false is the right answer for this question. So who has answered false? Elena. So Elena, can you explain why and how this plant factor affect the plant species water requirement?
So yes, as we have seen an example for that lawn,
we have a fixed value for that. Lawn species itself is about 0.56. And we know that plant factor indicates the amount of water required for that. So for various plants, we require different types, I mean, different amount of water, and it cannot be fixed. If it was a fixed formula, a fixed value, then the landscape water requirement formula would have been constant.
काय म्हणणं आहे हिचं?
So it is clear, I think. So for different, you can refer to the slides also. That is slide that was discussed in timing is written for me at 30 minutes 42 seconds for the lecture 3 of week 6. There the
29.
plant factor values of different species have been,
29.
yeah, slide number 29 you are talking about. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. So there the plant factor values have been mentioned. So it wasn't fixed value. That thing at least should be clear to all of you, that it is depending upon the water requirement of different plant species. So which kind of species are there, based on that plant factor value you have to multiply during the calculation of irrigation water savings. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's move to the next question now. So these small things, you should not do the blunders. At least here is question number 39, and the next questions are the from lecture 39. So what is the main goal of water conservation? So what we discuss in the lecture, but as general, out of the four options. So what will be the right answer?
B.
So B is the right answer for this question. That is to retreat and recycle wastewater for use. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here is question 40. What is the difference between the grey water and black water? Both the definition of both the water and which water are considered to be grey water and black water are discussed. So what's the difference out of the four options?
So can you show the questions again?
Yeah. So grey water comes from toilets and black water comes from the kitchens. Grey water contains chemical contaminants while black water contains hassle metal. And the option C, grey water is easier to treat than black water, which is used for gardening. And
B is
yes,
Option B, sir.
so option B is the right answer. That is, the grey water contains chemical contaminants, while the black water contains fecal matters. So also you might be knowing that the grey water is generated from the sources like kitchen. So that's why black water generated from kitchen, option A, it is absolutely incorrect. And apart from that, the black that what is the other name of black water?
Sewage.
Yeah, that was also asked in your assignment, so you must be knowing that one. Okay, so let's move to the next question, question number 41. Here is question number 41. Two primary strategies for treating grey water. What are those? out of the four options?
Option B.
J.
Somebody say.
Yeah, it's A.
So A is not the right answer. We are talking about two primary strategies for treating grey water.
So, but grey water consists of chemical contaminants, right? And aerobic and anaerobic, it's basically for biological waste. How is it related?
Sir, please show the question again.
Yes. Let's other also answer, and we will be discussing this part. So this grey water can be treated using aerobic process. This is for this question you can also choose for multiple answers.
Uh, okay, sir, but if it's not multiple, which is the best answer?
Yeah, then it will be filtration and chemical treatment. But if it would have been multiple answers, then both the answers will be correct. Option A and option B.
Yeah, but for now, can we mark A?
Yeah. So everybody is fine with answer A.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So A will be the most suitable answer if we have to choose out of A and D. And if it would have been multiple choice answers, then we have marked both A and D. So here is question number 42. Why is the dual plumbing system important in water conservation efforts? So all of you mention your answers. Here are the four options that it separates the potable and non-potable water it supplies to different fixtures. It increases the overall water consumption in buildings. It simplifies the treatment process of wastewater, and the last one it reduces the space required for waste storage. Out of these four, which is the most suitable answer?
Yeah.
So A, which says that it separates the potable and non-potable water supplies to the different fixtures. It is the correct answer, and this dual plumbing systems is done for that only, and it also ensures that only clean water is used for drinking and bathing, while the treated wastewater is used for non-potable purposes, and that will be benefiting you to save the potable water. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here is question number 43. Try to give answer to the question number 43 about the grey water. Is it true?
Yes, sir. True.
Option A, true.
Yeah, that was also discussed previously. That it was discussed and it comes from bathrooms, kitchens, and this contains chemical contaminants like detergents and soaps. That's why. So I think this is very clear. What about this question number 44? Black water is considered easier to treat than grey water. Is it true or false?
False.
False. False.
Yeah, it is difficult to treat than grey water due to presence of this fecal matter or urine, which we have discussed earlier. So let's go to the question 45. See, this aerobic treatment of grey water occurs in the absence of oxygen.
False.
False.
So from the definition of aerobic and anaerobic, this question answer can be given. This is absolutely false. Let's go to the question 46. So here is the question number 46.
False.
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 So this one also we have just discussed. Dual plumbing system that separate line for the potable and treated wastewater to prevent cross contamination. So false will be the right answer. So here is question 47. What is the primary purpose of screening in the primary treatment scissors for wastewater treatment?
To remove
B.
floating.
Option B.
So which kind of materials are there in the debris?
Plastic bags, twigs, woods.
Yeah, leaves, woods, papers. So option B will be the right answer for this one. Here is question number 48 for all of you. Yeah, try to give answer to this question also. Question number 48.
Secondary treatment.
Secondary treatment.
So let me see what about others. So all of you give their answer. All of you give your answer. Then if everybody is correct, then we can move to the next question. So which treatment this oxygen is introduced?
B,
Second.
sir.
The secondary treatment stage. And an anaerobic process is used where oxygen is mixed with wastewater to activate microbes that break down the pollutants. So let's move to the next question, question number 49. So here is question number 49.
C.
Option C.
Option C. Tertiary treatment.
So the option C is the right answer, but I want to know which processes are involved in the tertiary treatment.
Yes, sir.
Which kind of processes are done in the tertiary treatment?
So water is being filtered, and then what is it? Disinfection takes place through chlorination, UV sterilization, etc.
Yeah, these are the processes that are conducted in the tertiary treatment plant. Chlorination, ozonation will be like this. It has been stated. And let's move to the next question, question 50. Here is question 50.
Used as manure.
Option B.
So after the tertiary treatment, whatever the sludge is
C.
left.
C, sir.
So I think there is some sort of doubt with this question. So everybody try to give your answer, then we will have a discussion on that. One
So
like,
can you please explain this question?
yeah, what happens to the excess sludge after this clarifier tank in the treatment process? So for this, you can open to the your lecture slides and refer to the slide which was discussed in 19 around 19 minutes. The acha, for you those things are not written. Okay. So the correct answer for this one is option B. It is used as a manure. So we have answered B. How many have you answered B? So except for Sivalinga, everybody has answered C. So can you recall to this treatment process, or should I open that diagram for you again?
Sir, it is manure only because in second we are introducing oxygen to that water, and the microbes will break down the debris and it becomes sludge. So this sludge is actually the biomass which can be used for composting, fertilize organic fertilizers, something like that.
Yeah, this is in this clarified tank. It is conditioned and dewatered, and the resulting dewatered sludge can be used as a manure. So all whoever have answered differently, is it fine for you now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Elena, for this explanation. So here is next question. Let's move to the next question. Question number 51. Which treatment system is most appropriate for very high capacities of sewage? So different capacity sewage plant have been discussed, and this membrane also. So try to give answer to this question also.
Option A.
51. So three of you have answered A. I request all of you to give your answers for this question. What is the full form of this MBR?
Moving bed biofilm reactor.
Okay.
Is it D?
So D is not the right answer. There is saying BR, that is option C. Although most of you have answered option
It's
B.
MBR, sir.
Yeah, it's MBR. Option C. Membrane bioreactor is the right answer. For very high capacities, this membrane bioreactor systems or sequencing bench reactor, you can also say, they are advised due to their efficiency in handling large volumes. So whoever have answered A, this is not the right answer. Option C, that you are, yeah, now Elena is fine with the explanation. So everybody is fine now. That option B, C is the right
Yes,
answer. MBR.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for your response. Let's move to the next question. It is question number 52. Here's question number 52. What is the key advantage of decentralized water treatment system? Out of the four options that it requires extensive large land area, it needs centralized management, or it allows for bypassing certain treatment stages, and it uses high energy for operation. So what, if you are talking about advantage, so what will be the advantage
It's
of?
D, sir.
C. C.
It needs centralized management.
So we are talking about the advantage. Out of the four options, which is the advantage of
C.
this decentralized water
C, sir.
treatment system?
Option C, sir.
So option C is the right answer. That it allows for bypassing certain treatment stages. This decentralized water treatment system can be designed to allow for bypassing certain stages and making it flexible and efficient depending on the type of wastewater it is. So if it requires it is grey water or this black water, or it requires primary treatment, secondary treatment. So based on that, it can bypass it different certain stages. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So all of you
Yes.
are absolutely right. C is the most suitable answer and the key advantage of this decentralized water treatment system. So here is question number 52. I think 52 is not there. 52 we have discussed. So here is question number 53. Secondary treatment involves the use of
False, sir.
anaerobic process chemicals.
False.
So this is absolutely wrong. It uses the aerobic process, not the anaerobic process. So this aerobic and anaerobic difference
False.
between both of them should be very clear to all of you. That aerobic process only helps us to decompose, not the anaerobic process. So it is the false option. That is the correct answer for this statement. So here is question number 54. Green building rating systems require treated wastewater water to be used on site rather than being released into the municipal sewer.
True, sir.
True.
So, as per the green building rating systems, how much percentage of the treated wastewater should be used on site to reduce burden on the municipal sewer systems?
80%.
So, it is just an ideal situation. So, for that, they as
At
per
least 50%.
yeah, so they are talking about the win-win side situation. So when there will be no this no release into the municipal sewer, then it is the best situation. I mean to say that 100% of the treated wastewater to be used on site. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's move to the next question. Question number 55. Which component is typically not used in a water balance chart?
C.
Building heating.
Option C, sir.
So these other, apart from these other options, whatever have been discussed, this municipal water supply or rainwater harvesting or sewage treatment plant, all were there in the water balance chart. So this the option C, building heat civil systems, this is irrelevant to the water balance chart. So this can be eliminated easily. So C is the right answer. Everybody is fine with the answer.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So,
Okay. So based on that, if all of you have done the assignment, then I would like to give one short numerical problem also. That will be the last question of this session. Then we will be wrapping up the session after you uh, give answer to this question. So, if the question I would like to frame is if there is the base demand of water, the base demand is about to be 500 LPD. So, and if you are proposing what optimized design, and in the optimized proposed design for water consumption or water demand, so everybody is, am I audible to all of you? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So,
So there are two cases. First one is the base case. Second one is the proposed optimized design case. So if there is a 400 LPD requirement, you have right to manage. So what percentage of savings you have achieved? This kind of question was asked in your assignment problem also. Problem 3, I think.
20%.
So question is clear.
Yes, sir.
So this kind of question was also asked in your assignment problem 3, I think. So there was some other value was given. So that problems on those concepts I have missed. Only the concept of this irrigation water saving, that numerical problems we have discussed, that 4400 LPD that was discussed in the first session.
excuse me.
Yeah.
What's on?
So 20% is the right answer, and you have to just calculate it the percentage of saving based on the base load. So is it clear now to all of you? 20%. Everybody is getting the answer.
Yes, sir.
Only Sivalinga is saying 20%.
Sir, actually, there's a clash in the formula, I guess. I have written two different formulas. I don't know which to be used. If it is 20%, then the formula used probably will be base case subtracted, sorry, proposed case subtracted from base case divided by base case into 100.
Hmm.
Yes, yes, correct.
Yeah, but again, there was one more slide or during the explanation, I don't know. We had written. I mean, I have written in my paper like base case into proposed case divided by base case into 100.
No, first one was correct.
Okay, fine, thank you.
Yeah, so that's why this question was thrown, so that if there is any sort of doubt, so that should be clear. So 20%, how all of you are getting the 20% answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I think this is now fine, and all the topics have been covered of week 6 lectures. So with this, I would like to thank all of you for this wonderful interactive participating in this wonderful interactive session. Similarly, we will be meeting you in the next week, same timing, 6 to 8 p.m. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.